faithfully conveying value, exploring global literary works. Hi, this is Sally's Book Club. Today we're discussing the book The Hungry Empire. Its subtitle reads The Gains and Losses of the Qianlong Era. Author Zhang Hongji is a history PhD from Fudan University and a renowned historical writer. As a serious yet accessible bestseller, this book comprehensively analyzes the Qianlong period's historical significance. On one hand, it was a traditional golden age, vast territory, political stability, and unprecedented population growth. Yet, the author argues it contradicted humanity's civilizational progress. While the West was entering the Enlightenment era, by 1789, Qianlong 54th year, France experienced revolution as China maintained oppressive censorship and systemic corruption. The author views this as an era with survival rights but no development rights. We'll explore three key aspects. First, why consider it a golden age? Second, why call it a hungry empire? Third, how did this prosperity collapse and its connection to China's later fate? Let's start with the first question. Emperor Qianlong, born Isin Jiaro Hongli, was Kangxi Emperor's grandson. Born in 1711, Kangxi 50th year, at Prince Yung's mansion. His father was 4th Prince Yanshen, mother originally a low-ranking maid. With 97 grandchildren, Kangxi barely knew most. Young Hongli seemed unremarkable. Everything changed. Spring 1722, when Kangxi heard of Prince Yung's scholarly sons. Their first meeting at Yuanmingyan revealed Hongli's composure and intellect that captivated the aging emperor. Kangxi had Hongli's birth chart analyzed by court astrologers. King archives record Hongli's exceptionally auspicious astrological profile, robust health, brilliance, and longevity. In imperial China, imperial lineage prosperity directly affected national destiny. This divination proved decisive. Kangxi resolved to personally educate Hongli at court. This arrangement became a crucial political signal during Kangxi's final year. Some historians argue Hongli influenced Kangxi's choice of Yongzheng as successor. Following Kangxi's 1722 death, Hongli's father ascended as Yongzheng emperor. In 1735, after 13-year reign, Yongzheng died and Hongli became Qianlong emperor. Qianlong proved diligent in governance, rigorously combating corruption in early reign. Building on predecessors' foundations, he ushered in the High Qing era. But what defines this prosperous age we keep mentioning? In 1759, Qianlong 24th year, Qing forces finally subdued Dzungar Mongols. The Dzungar Khanate had challenged Qing authority since Kangxi's reign. Qing defeat could have meant losing control beyond the Great Wall. And Qianlong's victory achieved what Kangxi and Yongzheng couldn't. Domestic agriculture and commerce flourished after century-long peace. Imperial treasury could withstand major disasters without collapse. These successes convinced Qianlong of reaching zenith. Thus, prosperous age became common parlance. Let's examine imperial authority, economy, military, and demographics. The Qianlong era saw unprecedented imperial stability, external threats eliminated with Dzungar conquest, internal rebellions contained, and imperial authority reaching its zenith. Though Kangxi and Yongzheng established power centralizing institutions like Grand Council, imperial relatives and factions still influenced politics. Qianlong vigilantly guarded against political interference, even from his mother and brothers. Court eunuchs faced severe punishment for any perceived disrespect. Ministers like Zhang Tingyu and Ortai from Yongzheng's era were systematically stripped of power, dismantling factional networks. Economically, Qing China accounted for 33% of global GDP, surpassing modern U.S. dominance. Manufacturing output dwarfed Britain 8 times, Russia 6 times, Japan 9 times. Treasury reserves reached 80 million taels by 1790, double earlier periods. Qing military supremacy dominated East Asia. 1759 marked Qing's territorial peak at 14.53 million square kilometers. After Xinjiang consolidation, Qianlong commissioned Parisian-made commemorative copper engravings glorifying Western conquests. Neighboring states became tributary vassals. This surpassed even Han Tang dynastic glory. Qing's actual frontier control exceeded previous dynasties' nominal suzerainty. During Qianlong's reign, Qing's control over frontiers and ethnic minorities was unprecedentedly strict. Any regional defiance triggered massive military campaigns, like the Jinchuan Wars against tens of thousands in modern Sichuan. In 1741, Qianlong's sixth year, census recorded 143.41 million population. By 1795, Qianlong's 60th year, population nearly doubled to 300 million, feeding 30% of global population on 1.6 billion mu farmland, approximately 106 million hectares, was miraculous for pre-industrial society. Traditional dynastic prosperity criteria: stable rule, full treasury, vast territory, population growth. By these metrics, Qianlong era indisputably qualified as Golden Age. And why does Zhang Hengji call it Hungry Empire? Zhang argues the hunger manifested materially and spiritually. Material scarcity from overpopulation, spiritual starvation from literary inquisition. Agricultural output looked impressive in aggregate, but divided by population, per capita figures became pitifully small. Per capita grain allocation dropped to 780 caddies versus 1,000 in Qianlong era. King subjects fared worse than 2,000-year-old predecessors. When McCartney mission arrived in 1793, the poverty of Qing's lower classes shocked foreign observers. British envoys noted hired laborers appeared malnourished, sallow-faced and emaciated, unlike well-fed Englishmen. Commoners gratefully fought over British table scraps and used tea leaves. Average English farmer had 11 annual surplus, 33 to 44 taels, while Qing farmers earned 32 taels but needed 35 for expenses. This meant annual debt even in good years. Any disaster meant immediate bankruptcy and homelessness. Child selling became distressingly common. By late Qianlong era, overpopulation-induced poverty permeated society. Modern understanding of this hunger relies mainly on foreign accounts. Contemporary Chinese records only echoed official Prosperous Age narratives. No official documents dared reveal this harsh reality.